We turn now to this question from a listener in Decatur, Georgia, who writes, "Please explain the significance of the name Everlasting Father as applied to Christ in Isaiah chapter 9, verse 6.
Now, this is that very wonderful passage of Scripture in Isaiah 9, 6, and 7. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. We use that at Christmas time a great deal, and we make us, the U.S., the United States. I'm afraid a great many use it that way. And, of course, there are so many people trying to find the United States in the Bible. It's not there, of course, but here is U.S. at least, for unto us. But U.S. here doesn't mean United States. It means Israel. And it actually looks to the future when he's going to come, and his name then will be Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. Now, he's not those right now in the world. As far as I know, they've not called him in Washington or the United Nations to ask him how to solve their problems. And my friend, they better call him in, because they don't have the answer today. Man does not have the answer to our problems. But now let me zero in on this term, the Everlasting Father. And I trust you won't mind if I take my first volume on Isaiah, and this part says that others have avoided it. I don't know why. It's actually a very simple name in one sense. The name in the Hebrew is Aviad, and it means Father of eternity. Not the everlasting Father, but the Father of eternity. And it simply means that he is the creator of all things, even time itself, the ages, and the far-off purpose of all things. All things were made by him, John says in John 1:3. And without him was not anything made that was made. For by him were all things created, that are in heaven, that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. Now that's in Colossians 1:16. That's a tremendous statement concerning the deity of Christ, and he, in that sense, bears the title, the Father of eternity, because he created it. And then we're told in Hebrews 1:2, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. Now the reference in Hebrews here should be ages instead of worlds, and that is the thought in this title here. He not only created physical things that are both visible and invisible. By the way, when was the last time you saw an atom walk by the front door of your house? I'm sure you haven't seen one recently. And he's made a lot of things that are visible and invisible. But the emphasis here is he not only created them, but he created the ages, that is, the time capsule that reveals that he's working on a purpose today. And these ages reveal that purpose. God has had a purpose in every age. He had a purpose with Adam and Eve. He had a purpose at the time of Noah. He had a purpose when he called Abraham. And he had a purpose when he brought the children of Israel out of Egypt and gave them the Mosaic law. Then he had a purpose in sending Christ into the world. And he has a purpose today in calling people out. He's calling many sons home to glory. Now, it means he's the Father of eternity. He created all of this. And this is the meaning of this expression.